That's awesome, Zion Bear. Seems really fun. I am doing a half marathon next week. So that's my current claim to fame. Look at how like bright it is. It's like daylight's weird. Hey Algo, how you doing, babe? You streaming today? Right after me? Good morning, Fafin.
Oh yeah.
I do have an AT-AT and a Millennium Falcon and Boba Fett's ship, and I've got R2D2 and Yoda, and I've got some gingerbread houses and Batmobile, and there's a Nintendo. That one's pretty fun. Boba's Junker. That's nice, Algo. So you're not gonna stream today. That sounds good. I think that's a good idea. Take the President's Day off. Somebody has to do it. Okay, all right, Alan, that sounds cool. Working on a mechanic scheduler with Flask. Hell yeah. That's what I'm doing, Shanty. Print Mondays. I wish they didn't exist. I'm not actually, I've always been okay with Mondays because in school I always skipped it. So this is the opposite of regular crispy. I know, it's a daytime coding stream. Crazy, right? I'm not doing what I was thinking of doing, by the way. I don't know if I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna doting stream. Stella. Or a K-time stream. K-time. Stella. Nana Banana, I was hoping you would be here. Cause I've been streaming so late, and every time you have to go to bed, and I'm like, no. So I did this. This is for you, Nana Banana. This stream's for you, bae. Yeah, so I was thinking, tell me if you guys are interested in this, but I was thinking of, Jasmine, please don't do that. Stop. Making noise. Run a marathon? Well, you just have to train for it, Chanty. Like, I've been training for 7 weeks. This is my last week of training. And I don't do anything ahead of time. I don't plan. I'm not very good at schedules. But I've been making sure that I get like enough mileage. Hey, Sir Guevara, how you doing? And so anyway, after I do my half marathon, I'm gonna go back to lifting streams. So that should be fun. But I wanted to know if I have a voice channel in Discord on, I may have it on mute, but would you guys like come in and like voice chat me like encouragement and stuff if I kept it on my phone and in my earbuds? Because I think that would be really fun. I mean, I could have it like, I could turn it on when y'all, come in, because I should be running at a pace that I should be able to, breathe. I hope. My pace right now is an 11:19 per mile. That's my pace, like where I'm comfortable and I'm fine, and I like can run like that for days. Like it's been like the pace that I go like when I can just talk on the phone or whatever. So it's been okay. So I don't zen though, Algo. I need distraction. I don't think zen is gonna, like, I don't zen when I get fucking tired of running. I get so sick of running. I'm like, so yeah, absolutely. Cheer me on for the marathon. You can run a D&D campaign just in my ear, Faffin. That is a joke. Don't do that. I know, Finite. Hey everybody. It is Finite, who streams so not often as me, like not at the same time as me, that I don't have an auto shout out for him. Finite, I don't have an auto shout out for you. That's insane. I know, but it's funny. This is fine, everybody. If you don't know, I'm sure if y'all are up right now, you know who Finite is. We all know who Finite is. One of the best Twitch plugin creators in all OBS plugin creators on the internet, like one of three, one of the top three, I'll say, so that he doesn't get too big of a head and leave us all. Don't D&D in my ear holes. I'll kick you right out of the Discord. So finite, I'm doing a half marathon next week, which I know you've done before. I think haven't you done a marathon? Or one of those, right? I know you've done one before. And I'm thinking of putting like streaming my Discord, although I'll have to have my phone at like 100% because I don't know how bad that's going to be, and just muting my thing so people can come in and like cheer me on, and I'll like tap in and say hello and tell them what mile I'm on and stuff. It's going to be 6 o'clock in the morning though. So a lot of people aren't going to be awake. Like people on the West Coast are going to be like, you know, exhausted. Mrs. S, that's what I thought Mrs. Singularity has done a lot. I don't want to run 26 miles. I get so bored. I've been I've been running on a treadmill, training on a treadmill. I should be in just chatting right now. I feel bad, but I'll switch to coding in a second. I'm doing Django today, finite. So I've been running on a treadmill, and running on a treadmill is dead boring. So you are cool. That's so exciting. Well, I'll make sure I raid into you if I get the chance. Mountain time for me. Yeah, it's early. Early. But like my marathon, Zion, my half marathon is gonna be. Hey, Jasmine, my half marathon is gonna be Ginger 2. That is close. That is close. Is gonna be at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So, Django stuff for work. And did you stop streaming for work? Is it just one of those focus things where you can't really stream it? Jasmine, that wasn't me. That was Jasmine. She was like, before stream, she was like stepping all over my sound. I'm not even sure what I sound like right now. I know, such a pain. Celebrate! Such a pain. Pretty burnt out on the work stuff. That makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, so I worked on Friday till about midnight. And so I'm giving myself a little bit of time to stream today because I worked enough last week. I worked so much. I worked my butt off. Ah! Oh no, my alerts are broken. My alerts be broken. No, they're not. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Are bubbles here? Bubbles are here. Oh, Faffin, I'm sorry you didn't get your... Jasmine deserves all of our affection. Yes, that's true. Make time for yourself. Yes, I think it's really important. I think it's super important. Bubbles work, Zion. Bubbles work. Jasmine, what are you doing? Do you have to? Are you going to sit on my lap now? Is this what's happening? All right. Okay. Get your butt out of everybody's face, please. You see your little ears over here? There's a tail. She looks so funny. There you go, sweetie. Hello. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. It's just a hint of a cat. It's like a teaser stream. Can you stop stepping on my roadcaster? Stop stepping on my road. Oh, stop doing it. Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. That would be funny. Alan, yes, I should do it. You clip it. I'll make it a redeem. Can you stop? Seriously, can you stop? Not enough bits. Yeah. TTS is 100 bits. But I don't know. I don't want I don't know if they're working at all, because sometimes I'll get at least a just like that. All right. So we're doing Django today. I might as well open it up so that at least like I'm sitting in software engagement with a little bit of code up. Last time, hey, cannot pass. How are you doing? Welcome on into the stream. 'Tis nice to see you. Are you a person who lives in the daylight? Because this crowd is we're a nighttime crowd. How are you all even awake though? I usually am up at 7 a.m. and in bed at like late. It's dumb. But this week, half a day already. No. You mean 6 hours or 12 hours? Don't say 12 hours. 5 is, yeah, me too. I'm up 6:30 usually or 7. 4 a.m. All right. All right. All right. That's okay. So, so today I actually went to bed late because I ran until 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. So I ran 6 miles until 2 a.m. and then I went to sleep and I woke up at 7. So I've been up since 7. Then I had coffee. It was not good coffee. Was not good. And that's really my morning. And then I took a shower. Like that's what I did this morning, which is really good for me. Usually I'm like going a mile a minute and that's like all the time. So 3 a.m. to 4 p.m. Well, it's great if you're getting sleep. So this week, my goal, which might mess with stream on Thursday or at least the time, my goal is to get a really healthy amount of sleep for the half because I want to make sure I have good sleep and good eating. I don't know if my body, Venv, Chanty, I use Venv, although I think I use Vert Env. I think I made this with Vert Env. Let's look for a second though. Didn't I pip list it? Is it virtual env? Here we go. This is what I prefer. This is what I use. It's just what I use. I don't know which one is a new release of pip. Well, now I'm just distracted. Let's close this up though. Regular stream this week, I'm supposedly only allowed to use Vim. Now, I don't know if that extends to today. But at least look at her. She's sweet now. She's not being a butthead at all. Look at how sweet she is. Do you even update Pip, bro? It does extend to today? I don't know if that's true. I'm not sure that's true, Alan. Daytime Vim easier than nighttime Vim? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I wanted to get something done today, though, Alan. Okay, so I'm debating today whether I should just like set up what it's gonna look. I kind of already know what it's gonna look like, but I haven't really drawn it out or anything. I also renewed my certificates on my website, but they haven't. Let's see. They haven't gone through yet. Why does it always take forever for Let's Encrypt certs to go through? It just takes forever. Okay. I don't even know how I would do this. It says my cert has expired, but I know that's not true. I looked. I just did. So fine, I did use Let's Encrypt. I did renew my certs just today. I even went to my server and I checked CertBot certificates so that I could see what dates they expire, and they expire 5/19/2024. You were having issues last month as well. Did you have to do it a couple of times? Because I renewed, and but I renewed today, and I renewed like 2.5 hours ago. Maybe I just have to wait. So Dark Paladin, no, I don't do game dev, but I am learning a little Unity. I was learning Unity, but then I was told don't learn Unity, do a different one. I don't know. Because I want to someday I want to make like a VR. This is a dream, right? This is a pipe dream, but Chrissy does this weird stuff, so you never know. I want to make a VR chemistry lab simulator. I think it'd be really, really fun and educational. Like, where you can't like fry. I know, wouldn't it be cool, Zion Bear? I really want to do it. And so I'm sort of like starting to like just get the feeling of some of the game dev, but I don't do game dev on stream, and I don't really know what I'm doing. It would just be like me learning programming all over again. Your browser is probably caching. It's just do Chrissy.codes. It's like, it's not, oops, that's not right. Chrissy.codes. It's not, Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So, yeah. Cause so I really just started learning programming like two or so years ago. Although I've been sort of doing it on and off with like other programming. So, but what do you do, Dark Paladin? Do you do game dev or anything? What are you here for? What are you hanging out for? The Godot. Okay. No, you know what? Like maybe I should learn Godot because I think look at my hair stuck in my earring. Um I should probably learn Godot. I think that's a probably a better way to go. I don't know what to do, Finite. Like do I just wait? All right, nice. Good. Well, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Dark Paladin. Welcome on in and thanks for hanging out with us. Well, let's just leave it alone for now because it doesn't matter. I'm going back and forth between like using Vim and using this. The problem I think I'm gonna run into is that all of my pip stuff is on, if I use Vim, that means that I have to do all of my, I think all I have to do is reload my requirements in WSL, right? Yeah, I don't know, Ellen. I don't know how I feel, but I could just do front end stuff today. I was thinking about just putting like a really like easygoing um like HTML together to just kind of show everybody what I want to do. Like even if I choose, I'm going to start with Excalibur. So hold on, let me just open Excalibur. And let me move this out of the way because what I want to do is like, this is what I've been imagining it. First of all, I want it to be a phone app. So it's going to be kind of funky because I've never done that before. I did a little bit of Flutter, but what editor do you want to use today? VS Code. Although, Alan, Vim came to my head first, but I said VS Code out loud. Really, I want to use IntelliJ, but I don't have it loaded on this computer. But I did actually buy the full version instead of the student version, so I wonder if I should just do that. What website is this to design? So Chanty, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing like basically like I'm doing kind of a to-do app, but it's for me and I have ADHD. So to-do lists don't work for me, right? I hate them. I hate looking at them. Everybody is like, the only satisfying thing about a to-do list is crossing things off. That's it. Everything else is just like tedious and I can't do it. But what I can do is store things when I think about when I need to do them. So, for example, today I showered right before stream. And I always kind of shower really late. Like I always shower like right before I have to do something, right before I have to go somewhere. And so what I want to do is like put a whole bunch of the tasks that I need to do into a big list and then randomize it. So that when I like shake my phone or when I touch like randomize, I'll show you. Um, it will give me a give me a task and the amount of time I have to do it in, right? So this is my task. Actually, we'll just make it very simple to start and then I'll update what it should look like eventually, just not right now. So this will be the task and this will be the time that not that I have to do it in, but the minimum amount of time that I can spend on it. Now I don't have to obey this obviously, but it will help me prioritize a little bit better because I often have a really hard time. Yeah, this is like a magic 8 ball to prompt it, right? Are those other editors you mentioned better than VS Code? I like VS Code, so I never bothered looking for alternatives. I really like IntelliJ IDE. Um, yes, I don't, is it better? I think so. It's pretty, I don't know. Listen, everybody has like a IDE preference, and I'm not going to knock everybody's preference. And then a lot of people use NeoVim. It's very fast because as when you learn the motions, Vim motions are like quick keyboard shortcuts, and I used to love keyboard shortcuts. I still do. Like, who doesn't love a good Control Z? Um, and it's sort of like, Control Z to the like 18th power is Vim. Except you don't use Control Z, so but yeah, I think they all have a learning curve and they all have, benefits. I like working in IntelliJ or PHP or PHP Storm. Yeah, and you can always get the Vim motions for VS Code too. Vim can be great if your coding style can keep up. Yeah, I'm super slow. Right, exactly. I'm not a fast coder, exactly, finite. So I've got a task and then I've got the amount of time that I need to do my task. I'm just going to call it randomize my task, which is not a good name for a button. And let's make this button a color background. Okay, that's great. And this is let's make the lines thinner for this. And then we'll make, let's see, sloppiness. What is this slop? That's funny. Should a display be sloppy or a button be sloppy? That looks like a display, right? I'll put one around it too. And that'll be good. Not that. Gross. Stop. No fill. And there we go. So now that looks like a display a little bit. This is also a display, this one underneath. So no, stop it. Stop what you're doing. Stop. So, I mean, try new stuff at your own risk. I think if you're good with VS Code, stick with VS Code till you're really comfortable with something and then, move on. How deep into PHP have I gotten? It's a really good question. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer to that. So this randomizes a task. It'll pull up a task and a minimum amount of time that I can do it in, or a minimum amount of time that I can do it for. So it's the other way. I was going to have this like do a start and a stop, but if I'm really like focusing on something, I don't actually want to stop it in the same way. Sometimes I really want to just keep going. And the problem is with starting, it's not really with stopping. Oh, sometimes it's with stopping. 347 deep. Yeah, I don't really know, Alan. Like I've written a feature in Laravel, but that was really, it was like a mixed feature with Vue and Laravel, and I did a lot more of the front end than I did the back end. But I designed the like data structure for it, extended the database. I wrote the migrations. I like mostly I wrote the controllers. So like I don't know, I've done some PHP, but I don't know what you mean by deep. I haven't like tried to build a website template engine with it or anything. I knew you'd get that. Okay. So then eventually what I want to do is I want to have like an aggregation of my tasks. Oh man. That like tells me how much of each task I've done. Because and like how consistent I am with some of these things. And then what I also want to have is a like a list of important ones that I've done. So it's if there are important things that um, I don't usually remember my accomplishments very well. So when I like write a resume and stuff, I'm like, oh, what do I really know? What do I really understand? And I just told you about what I did with PHP. So clearly I can do it. But sometimes it can be really hard to be like grateful to myself. I can be very hard on myself in terms of like, oh, you haven't done anything this month or this year. And so I'd like a list of all the accomplishments that I've had so that I can look it over, see how much time was spent on it. Um, and how much I really dug into it, right? And so and I don't know if I'd write a description or anything, but it'll at least remind me that I like have accomplished things because oftentimes I don't let myself understand that, you know? It can be really tough. I'm gonna make these smaller. Um, and so a lot of this has to do with collecting and analyzing the data so that I have something that I can stand on, that I can say, yeah, like I believe in myself. This isn't for other people, you know? I mean, this isn't for other people to see my accomplishments because it's really because I'm so hard on myself. My biceps. Hi, Rewoke. How are you doing? Any energy available versus time available? Yeah, Rewoke, that's a big deal. You rock, Profits. How you been? How have you been, my friend? It is nice to see you. Sorry I wasn't paying attention for a second. Am I wireframing an app? I am wireframing. Some of it is built already in Django, just a little bit, but this is sort of helping me get a little better reporter. How fast did you go? Speed. How much you've used it and how proficient you are with it. Um, you know, I learn as I need to do things. I would say I can write a lot of. So Laravel uses Blade, and I know how to write PHP within the HTML a lot more than I can. Hello, look at me, camera. Okay. um, of course, of course. Things are going well right now. Yeah, things are going well right now. It's nice to see you. Oh, good night. Good night, Zion. I I don't even know how to day stream speak. How do you day stream speak? What do you say? What do you say in the daytime? I just don't know what's going on. um so yeah, I am wireframing an app. Please. Hello, how are you doing? It's nice to see you. I am working on a task management app to help me trick my ADHD into starting things. That is the end of the story. So this is my accomplishments down here, right? And how much time I spent on them. Uh, and these are like everyday tasks and how often I do them. I kind of want to know how often I shower because sometimes I'll go like days without showering and other times I'll shower every day. So I'm really interested in like seeing the patterns here. I don't know if this is going to be a bar graph or a line graph or whatever, or like a weekly, monthly, yearly. It probably will be something like that, um, but I do think it'll be fun to like, I don't know, we'll see. So this is what I have in terms of a dashboard. So this is kind of, and then let's see, what else? Last one. And then some of these tasks will have tags, and I'll show you that in a second. And this is probably going to be the home screen of my app, like the home screen. here, which I don't know why I'm doing it third, but sometimes, is going to be like add a task. Oh my gosh, stop it. Add, and I'll probably call it a trick instead. No, that's dumb. We'll see. We might make it fun. I don't know. Add a task, and then there's like start a task. Right? And then, I don't know, it's probably going to be super clean so that there isn't a lot of distraction. I don't really think I don't, and maybe start a timer. Um, which I don't even know how to build a timer. What I might do is just have this open my timer app on my phone or something. I don't even know if I can do that. This is just sort of one of those things, but this will be like maybe a timer or a stopwatch, right? Just to see how long I've actually worked on something. Add, edit. Would you put, I'm just going to do add, modify. Maybe modify should be somewhere different because and start a task will just go to this screen, which will help me prioritize. So this is going to go here. This will either open like a timer in my app. I mean, I wouldn't mind it being in my app, but oftentimes, especially with this marathon, this half marathon, what are you going to develop this if it's going to be on my phone? So I'm starting with an API, Clay. So I don't really know. Like I might use Flutter, or I might just use Flutter, or I might use Drupal. I don't even know, like I just know names, but if I use Drupal, maybe that will work. But I'm going to start it on a website first, make it very simple, and just so that it's like visual on my phone. I just go to chrissycodes.com/like tasks and start it there. And then once it's working there, then I might adapt it to my phone because I'd really like it if this is like a shake instead of a button or a shake and a button. So we'll see. So this will be, like I said, either okay, so what I found with this half marathon is when I train, I'll remember to start my Fitbit to record my time, but then I'll be driving home and in bed before I'm like, oh, I should not have my treadmill still going. I should stop this exercise. Yes, API, web app, then potentially a mobile app, right? And I'm just doing mobile first or designing mobile first because it's going to be really easy to just create this on a web page. Like this is fairly other than I've done some graphics, but I haven't done a lot of graphics, but I'm just guessing this is going to be a lot of CSS translation. I don't even think that Yeah, yeah. I don't even think that I don't even know if I'm going to use a front end JavaScript framework. I probably could, but I just don't see a reason. Although there is one that Acorn 1010 mentioned, who I'll shout out right now. She's working on Funi, awesome human being. And who and she'll have to remind me again. It's on our Discord chat, but like there's a JavaScript package that translates really well to mobile. So I'll probably use something like that. And I might just have it on my website. And in terms of like a database and having other people use it, I just have to see if anybody else is interested in using it. And, we always build these like things that maybe I'll even have them create their own like version of it, like just put it on GitHub and be like, okay, this is open source, do what you want, like, or let's see if we can make it cooler, or I don't know. Since it does need a database, I think it's probably not something I want to host. But we'll see. I don't know. You know, this is all new to me, kind of this whole actually being able to build and host an app. Like I think I can do all of these steps, but there's no login right now, so it's just going to be we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. There probably has to be a login if there's, but maybe I'll just make it like a website you can just upload your JSON, like save your JSON file and upload it every time or something simple like that. People might not like it, but like for me, it's going to be fine. So, boy, am I talking a lot. I'm a streamer. I think that's okay, but it just felt like I wasn't stopping. Right. Yeah, local storage is what I was thinking. I've never coded any local storage before though, Clay. All right, so this is just going to be a timer, easy, or a stopwatch. So maybe I'll do both, right? Set a timer, start a stopwatch, and that's it. Set timer, and probably just one timer since it's supposed to be a very simple app. I don't want to be able to set multiple timers. You should just be doing one thing, starting and stopping it. And I don't know. I've never. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. And obviously, like if you're starting a task. Oh, so this is randomize. Interesting. I wonder. Hey, stop that. I wonder if I should. Let me think about this for a second. Does this grab everything? I wonder if I should put a randomize on start on the same. Start. And I wonder if start should go to the timer and the stopwatch and actually start them both, because I think that would be really handy if it was just like you don't have to write anything in here, you don't have to do anything, it just moves the timer. Actually, let's go ahead and say this goes to the screen, right? And we're just gonna do, thanks for the follow, welcome into the stream. Grassum, how are you doing? Voodoo, thank you for the follow. Oh, and link later. And Clay, oh, I didn't see you followed, but thanks for the follow. So Clay, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm not streaming forever today, only streaming till about like 12:45 Eastern time, but yeah, I'm glad you're here for it. It's nice to see you. Are you mostly a daytime person, or you do? No, I'm not ready for a face scan. Did you know my face scans? I don't know if you know this, but actually, hold on. Let me open my Discord outside of public eye. Oh, and I'm probably my stream isn't. I'm not in streamer mode, or I'm still in streamer mode. I've been in streamer mode all weekend, and I totally forgot. This is why I also need like a stop task.
Let's stretch our legs.
I can't stretch. Grassum, I have Kitty, sleeping Kitty on my lap. Okay, vote right now. Everybody, okay, should we cancel Grassum's request? Hold on. Because of Kitty, we're going to do a quick poll. Or stretch or Wake Kitty. I'll redeem your points, Grassam, if everybody says that they want me to wait or let Kitty sleep. Stretch. Let Kitty sleep. Stretch and Wake Kitty. All right. And then, so I'll make sure you get them redeemed, but go ahead and vote right now. We don't disturb yeah, that is on mostly in the daytime, but sometimes I make nighttime streams. Oh, well, that's no big deal. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, normally my daytime streams are lifting. Hey, Voodoo. I know every time, Voodoo, every time I just forget, but it's okay. It's on now, right? So that's important. So start task will go to this screen, right? But then the task will be loaded, or the time. I guess I'll do this the best way to do this. So the time, I'll do a down and then down. So the time will go into here and also into, this will start, it'll start the, so actually it will go into here, but actually this will just start when you hit the screen. And the hardest part of all of this, what are we saying so far? Stretch and Wake Kitty 3 and let Kitty sleep 5. Y'all are scared. Y'all are scared of the kitty overlords. I won't even pet her. I usually stream. It's been like kind of sporadic. So I'll stream Thursdays around 10 o'clock or 10:30, 10 p.m. EST. Or sometimes I move it to Fridays. Because my life is my life, so you got to do what you got to do, you know. But that's usually I used to do. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys have to watch this. You did this. I cannot believe you. All right. Let's see if we can. Come on, sweetie. I got to take my headphones out. I have to prepare for everything. I know, Nana. I know. The vote has been cast. Okay, have a good day, Grassam. Thank you. I know. Oh, she's purring. She thinks I'm gonna pet her. Okay. Right? You can even code if you want. I'm gonna move the chair now though so I can stretch. You'll see like I'm dressed in like nighttime clothes because I wear daytime clothes in the nighttime. Okay, so we're gonna do the stretch wheel. That was way better than I thought it would go. I was terrified. Oh, now she's like, no, don't get down. Oh, gone forever. Oh, and now she's scratching at stuff. She's gonna mess up my roadcaster. Stop it. No. No. Stop. It's okay.
Bye.
Okay, what do we have? Standing neck. Boring. Okay, so standing neck ones. Actually, your upper body. Okay, so you do this. Well, basically, you have to be very careful with your neck, but pull a little bit. Pretty much just brush the neck. And then if you like wiggle your fingers, you could like feel the stretch more, but Nice stretch. Cat Tax has the gun. I don't even know where she went. Probably throwing up in my clothing. Desmond, you can come back. You want to come back? No, I'm looking for a place to throw up a hairball. Okay. Super fun. Let me move this up a little so everybody can see. All right. Let me get the wheel off the screen. I do feel like, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get the wheel off the screen. What is this? How do I even do this one? I can't even do the pulls that I have. Anyway, okay. I feel like I'm way more focused, but it's probably because I'm not coding. That's probably what's happening. Okay. So when you want to add a task, and we might as well do this up here because add a task. My screens are not the same size. This is modeled for different screens. That's the point. Yeah, okay, so a new task is just gonna have the regular old inputs in it. I think I wanna do the fancy thing where you start it here and then you scooch it up. T, hey bae. T, I just wanna say you cursed me. I know you're gonna hate this because I know you don't like bringing harm to people. But after you sent me that picture of your, of your sushi, beautiful sushi, I have now been craving really good sushi. And the closest okay sushi to me is an hour and 17 minutes away. So, and I don't even know, I haven't even tried it yet. But I've tried ones that are closer and I just don't like them. Well, I like them, but I like them. It's not good sushi. It's like sushi that you have to have. Clay, I'm in New England, so everything is about an hour away from everything. I'm in the Northeast. So it's all cold here and nobody knows how to cook anything. Although we do have good Thai, really good Thai. Don't mail me sushi. Please don't. I adore you, but don't mail me sushi. We do have good lobster. Is that what you're thinking? And good crab, yeah. But Alaska is usually better for crab. But yeah, we have good lobster. Yeah, I don't. So, but even going Baroque, I have to drive so far, and I don't even know if that's good yet. So we haven't gone because I don't mind the drive, but kind of wasting the day on driving to get sushi is a little silly. Zion Bear, what are you doing? You're supposed to be away. I love driving too. I love driving, but I'm not doing it. I'm not going by myself, and nobody else who I want to go with likes driving that far. I love driving, Nana. I love it. I don't need this. This is a little UX, and I don't need to define this right now. This is just space and telling me where everything goes. So I don't need to. I wanted to, and then I was like, I don't need that. Okay, so name, and I want to do all of the definitions in my model. So let's make sure we've got them. So the definitions in my model, you're not going to be able to see them very well, but I'll make sure I get them up so you can see them. Here we go. So we got a task model. I'll put it right here. Pretty good. So name and whether or not it's important is a checkbox. A due date, which is going to be optional because not everything has a due date, only the important stuff. And I think I'll put the important checkbox up top. Because this is one of the major reasons why I'm building this app is, actually, it should probably have a name before I say whether or not it's important. Although if it's not filled in, I just won't send the request, so. But the reason is because I just forget so many of the cool things I make or do, and I don't want to do that anymore. Like I finished 2 projects this weekend for 2 of my jobs and went to work in an oil field and had to drive all over God's green creation. Broke me of that love really quickly. That's interesting, Dark Paladin. Like, I wonder if I had that's sort of what T has said about travel. Like, I feel like traveling is something that I think I could do all the time. Like, I feel like a lot of people have that, like, ignorant opinion when they initially start. Um, and then once you start traveling all the time, like, it really takes a different type of person. But I feel like I've been a wanderer forever, and I'm not really a settler. By the way, who is applying for the NASA Mars simulation? Because I'm going to apply for the NASA Mars simulation. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I'm going to apply. I don't think they're ever going to call me. They're going to be like, no, who's this weird streamer girl and why does she want to live for a year in a NASA simulation? I think you would actually, you would be so good for that role. But I don't know. What if I lost my glasses? Thank yous. I'll go. You're not allowed to apply. But you can come and help Old Sloppy. You should come live with Old Sloppy for a little while and help him out. I have a feeling driving just to travel around the world would be better than having to travel for work. Yeah. NASA project. So NASA, yes, it's a NASA project. So NASA is putting people in Mars simulators for 1 year. The deadline for the application is April 2nd. They basically want someone in the STEM field. You can have other degrees. They list them pretty explicitly, the other ones you can have, and they say they'll be considered like medical doctors and things. They simulate emergencies. They simulate like errors and issues just to see how everybody in employees' safety. Could I die? I don't know. Would I die? How long is the Mars simulator? It's a year, Tanawa. The full year. Kind of makes me like panic attack a little bit. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the chance. It's like a once in a humanity opportunity, so I'm gonna apply. They won't pick me. That's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna get picked. But still. Okay. So anyway, that would be an accomplishment that I could put in my task manager. Yeah, whatever, I'll go. I'm with you. Like, why are we moving to other planets? I don't know. Are they paying? They do pay. They will pay. It's probably like the government minimum for NASA, which is like 41 grand. But TIL. I think they should know 4 people. I don't know if it's one simulation with 4 people or many simulations. That's what I haven't gotten yet. That's what I don't really understand, if they have many to pick for. So what are we doing with the app, or are we all going to do the NASA simulator? I think we're talking about the NASA simulator, Shandu. I think it required a master's degree. I would need to go back to school. I have one of those, so it would be okay. Alienated worker, you could get one in like less than a year. Although you probably not get one by April, which is when you have to apply. Yeah, Nana. Oh, the diagram. This is my task manager. Time spent. So time spent is just going to start with 0. whether it's complete is not going to be on this page, but I do need tags. So I'll probably want a drop-down list for tags. Is this going to be a drop-down checklist? Ugh, I don't know. Do you type in? This will probably be like a hashtaggy typey anythingy. Tags. And like, you'll just look for tags that you think are related to it. I do want it to have a scope, like a home versus work scope. That might be a mandatory tag. I don't know. Ugh. No, let's just keep it in tags and just, if I want to build mine that way, I can. I should have it usable and flexible for other people. I'll just have the one tag. So it's a task management app that tricks you into prioritizing things, basically. So then how am I going to modify these other ones? Let's see, whether or not it's complete is interesting. I think what this is going to do is when the timer, when you say stop task. So let's go ahead and put a stop task here. This is really helpful, actually. Dude, wireframing, who knew? And how? In the daylight? I know, Benson, for real. What? It's insane. So we're gonna have a stop task button. And then when it stops, this will go to a screen. This is not logically oriented, but that's okay. I can fix the wireframe later. Do you like it? The daytime? I do UI UX, yes. Right now I'm developing an app for my job, and I do pretty much like the whole scope of it because it's a startup. So I do, all the business logic. I define that for the app. I even like create some of it. Hold on, midnight. What am I looking for on my phone? I'm not the startup, but I am one big member of the startup. And so, that's part of it. So I do the UX UI, I do a lot of the market research, and that's okay. That's all right, friend. But Benson, we're going to start working out after I do my run. So you better get ready to get back on the bicycle. Do your zones when I'm lifting, when I'm holding weights. We're coming back. We're bringing it back. Now, it might be after work around 3 o'clock or something like that, but we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. I was in the middle of saying something. Oh, yeah. So I do a lot of it. Which is good. It makes me like a generalist. But I've also started defining myself as a creative problem solver. I think a lot of Swedes are creative problem solvers. Designers are also creative problem solvers. So nice, T. Okay, so stopping a task is going to get us to another screen where, and we're going to go on the outside. So, it goes to this screen. We're going to move this one up. Basically, if a button goes to a view, we're going to put it just to the view and not all the way in. Randomized task comes in. This is the timer. Start a task, starts the stopwatch, starts the timer, stop the task. Stopping the task is going to ask, was the task complete? I'm just going to put complete. Task complete, question mark. Make it very simple. I don't want this to be difficult. I don't want it to be bells and whistly. Like, it needs to be very simple. Otherwise, I won't use it. Oh, that's awesome, T. I love that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, Chandu. I would say start by building, see if it's marketable, Well, don't start by building. You can always, so it depends on the field, but like from what I've seen of startups, the best so far, I've found that if you find an audience or group that you can relate to and understand their problems, um, looking for that looking for an answer to that problem that is monetizable and is like, don't start with the monetizing part, but see like, okay, can I like solve their problem with technology? And if I can't, then duh, but like if I can, how can I make it so that the thing that they are buying has like carries a pain remover? Fintech. No, I didn't do any fintech. I don't know what fintech is, maybe I did do fintech, but I don't know. But find the pain remover and then develop that thing. And like from the very beginning, I'm an MVP believer. Like talk to your audience. Like spend as much time as you can talking to your audience. I think that's how you like build a great startup. I don't know though. Maybe I'm full of shit. Oh no, I'm not fintech, but Algo's fintech. My BFF forever. Okay, that's not true. I mean, I have other BFFs, but I do love Algo. Um, yeah, Algo is fintech. Well, Algo isn't fintech. Algo is Algo, but Algo does a fintech project. Yeah. Yeah, go follow. Go follow. Follow, follow. I will follow him. Follow him wherever he may go. Okay. Okay, Shandu. So task complete, and then when is the other part of my tags? Time spent. Time spent will just be stored, but if it is additional, maybe it'll just show you how much time was spent. So time spent, let's do one of these. This is going to tell you how much time you spend if you're not dumb and forget to turn off your stopwatch. And I'll probably have you adjust this. Like this is going to be adjustable, I think. So you could lie on your taxes. Oh, I have a record of it, ma'am. No worries. That's a joke. This is good, T. I like what you've done with this musica. Did that do extra large or did it? No, it did. Okay. I feel like I should just like create 2 dots. Let's just do that instead. Looks better. And fill them in. I don't know why I can't fill them in with like white coloring. But whatever. Now they're blue. So these will be adjustable. This is really helping me, I just have to say. So let's say hypothetically, let's just put little half arrows here. I want to hide the bottom half. Can I hide the bottom half? No, it's fine. I'll just do one of these. It doesn't have to be perfect. This has to be done, right, babes? Right. You know what? I'll fix it in a second. I don't know why I'm not just doing. Actually, let me fix this one first. I'll make the background this. And then I will bring this to front. Bring to front. There we go. That's what I want. That is what I want. Is this like sexy porn music? This is sexy porn music. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Linklater. Thank you for the follow again. It was nice to see you. I always get this wrong. Sexy porn music. 90s sexy, 80s Paladin, I don't know. Okay, so task complete, you can adjust the timer if you spent less or more time on it and you didn't talk about it. And actually, if you modify it, I might make a modify one where you can, did I just create an add task and stuff? No, this needs to go up here. I know I'm not doing Django, but I'm just gonna move this over. Fine. That works for me, Bay. And then modifying is going to come up here too. So right here. Okay. And we'll do that later. And I think what's going to happen is if you're offline and you want to adjust the time spent, like if you want to add time, and I'm going to have a little toggle. Let's do it. Because one of the things I was thinking is like, adjust total. Add, extra, add. So if you do adjust total, it will start at the, like it'll give you the total. So this will be an API that pulls the total for the task. And this will only be important tasks. You can't adjust a total for like a daily task. Important only. I think I'm just going to put this modifier here. Important only. This is like a note. How do you make notes in a wireframe? In a text box, I guess, in like a comment box. All right, so this is good. All right, so then task complete. And then what am I missing? I've got complete, tags, due date, name, important, due date, time spent, complete, tags. So I'll probably in modify want to have everything that I have here. I'll switch this up. What am I doing? Copy it in that. So I can add tags and things if I want. And can I complete it outside the window? Probably. If I want to do that, I probably do. I want to modify this outside the window. And then let's see what else. That's everything. I think this is it. Y'all, I think this is the app. And I'll just put a submit here right now. But I don't know if that's how I'm gonna do it, but we'll see. Might just be. I mean, the submit's always good. Submit will take you back to your. I have nothing. I have nothing in here that is stats. All right, y'all. I feel good about this. How does everybody feel about this? Is it I feel really good about it. I don't know. I don't usually feel good about things, so it's really weird to Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So, sometimes Zion, what are you doing? Okay, I have about half an hour of work. So before I like start this, and maybe I'll stream, this is what I'm gonna stream on Thursday is like creating and coding all this. But what I need to know is like what is front end and what is back end. Because, and that's not like a define them for me. Please don't do that. If you want to, I guess go ahead. Go ahead, like explain me if you want. But what I need to sort of think about is um uh why am I looking at my phone? There's a reason. Time. Cute crash systems. I know that. But what I'm thinking is like, so does the randomizer run a call to the back end, and the back end randomizes the task and sends it to me? Oh, you know what? And I probably want to look at a list of all tasks. I actually probably want to clean this up because it's pretty satisfying to clean up your task list. Um, this is just gonna be a scrolly with a delete. They'll have a delete next to them. Just make little trash cans. And and a finish. I'll make a complete and a trash can. Actually, let's not do. Yeah, actually, if it's a daily task, we can complete it. Why not? So just a big ass list of these, just in case I want to see them all and get rid of some. I think that's really important to do. Now we'll have a see all. This will be priority. Yeah, I kind of like it below, but let's not overanalyze it. And then we're gonna see all. Because why not? I've already got the API for it, right? So go ahead and scooch this. Because eventually what I want to do is an estimated time saved when you delete a task. Oh, hello. How are you doing, Shyamagarunith? Shyamagarunith? What is this? A day stream? I like both. I like both front end and back end. But I suppose that's true. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I want to check my email. Doing okay. Okay. So yeah, so basically I have everything I need. So the question here, the question that I need is, no, I know that. I know the back end is the API interaction. The API in the front end is the interaction. I absolutely know that. Although interaction can be with a back end interface. Like let's be real. You can have another interface that calls the API that is also back end, but I'm just teasing. What I want to know is, do I randomize on the front end? So do I say, hey, like you have the list, like let's randomize with JavaScript. But I feel like I'm going to randomize with backend. I'll run like a randomize tasks. It's going to say like slash, the API is going to be slash randomize, the range, the RNG. Where is RNG? Crypto RNG should be front end. I don't know. What is that? I don't know what that is. Random number generator. Oh, should be front end. Why is it crypto? Why wouldn't I just run it on the back end though? It's just as easy. Like all it'll do is like ask for a random task, and then it'll give me that task and the information on the API. But I guess it won't hold on to it unless I have a current task. I'm not doing any of that just yet. Nothing just yet. Not yet. Yeah, it's just a silly little randomizer. It's not. So basically, like when I want to do a task, I like just run an API call. So. The plaid wear. This is a different plaid shirt. The other one's super cozy. This has like smaller squares and it's like not as cozy. But I've decided to wear plaid today because I wanted to be super cozy. All right. So I've got, hold on a minute. Oh, I've got about 20 minutes left. So I can end stream and give myself like a nice lunch break, which is probably the way to go. Because this feels done. And I feel really good about what I did today, what I accomplished. Even though I didn't do Django yet, I will do Django next time. I'm very excited about it. And then my sundial's running out. Yes, I'm getting tired. So I'm doing mobile right now, and I'm just gonna write it as mobile and just have it usable as like a mobile website right now. And then eventually I'll write it in mobile. But I'm not worried about that right now. Like I'm gonna do API, then mobile, or then web app, then mobile. That's how it's gonna, because the mobile's gonna have a little bit different to it. Like I want to be able to like use the, hey, Atomic Ragnarok, is it your lunch break? What is up? I'm streaming game dev. I just developed my new app. Atomic Ragnarok is one of my BFFs, y'all. You can actually, if you look at the played up stream, he did. Oh, maybe I'll shout you out. Oh man, is this gonna be Pal? Yeah, I've been playing Pal. I did it already. Can't can't stop me now. Hey Tappy. How you doing, Tapper? So I'm making this to-do app, Atomic Ragnarok. Um, and I just wireframed it out and it's all fun. So we'll see how it goes. Um, but yeah. Hello. It's nice to see you. I'm really excited. I'm very excited about this. Like, it's funny. Like, I get excited about soapbox and stuff, but I remember when I thought about this in the shower, I was like, this is doable. This is something I feel like I can finish. I feel like I will want to use. And I'm just really excited for it. And big ass list. Yeah, so Tappy, what it is like a time management app. It's like a time and task management app. And it basically helps me like antiquated, prefer to think of it more in terms of domains or domains I control and domains I don't. That's a good idea. Good thought. I'm gonna build the whole thing. I'm gonna build it all, Tappy. I'm gonna build the whole thing. The backend is already started. I'm using Django for the API. It's opinionated, but it's cool. So I have some of it already. I don't need a profile class right now, but eventually I want to be able to share it or something. So we'll see. Maybe I'll use locally stored data, local storage. And then, we'll see. I don't know. I'm just really excited. It just seems like something I can do, something I can chew on. We'll see how difficult it gets, but I feel really good about it right now. So I think what we're going to do, I've been using Django since it was beta back in ye old days. Well, are you gonna, that's okay, Fafin. Are you gonna come on Thursday and we'll do the test have a cooldown refresh period? Yes. That's a good question. Alien needed worker. I might even, it's not something I want to program into it. But maybe I'll have like again today. Like do again today. But I'll have to add this to the model. But that's a good idea. It's very important to be able to like, do I have the dopamine to do this again today? It's a good question. So we'll actually add that, I think. Is it complete? If it's not complete, do you want to do it again today? That's really important. So we'll see. And that is probably what I wanted for the active. I used to have an active, inactive, my instinctual, intuitive brain was thinking I needed an active and a complete, but I think that's, I'm gonna actually do this. So add an active, inactive Boolean for whether it should be included in today's tasks. Good idea. And then it refreshes daily. A method that refreshes it daily. Daily, if not complete. That's okay. Thank you for bringing that up. That's really important and something that I really care about. So, to re-roll and get a new item, sure. But I kind of like this. Why do the low tech solution, you know? Okay, nice to see you. Do I have the feet to walk today? My cramps say no. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't walk. When you need something to be long running like a daemon, that's where all the weirdness in programming comes out. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I don't think I need any long time stuff, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I don't even know. All right. So I'm really excited about this. So let's go ahead. Does anybody know I don't know who to raid in the daytime. Why does raid open in a creator dashboard? Is Finite streaming? No, Finite is not. But he wasn't streaming. Um, I could raid pirate software. That would be hilarious. I doubt pirate software has even like notifications for somebody this small. Page. Does anybody know who I should? I don't know who that is, Fafin, but I trust you. C#. All right, let's do it up. Let's go raid C#. If Fafin says he's good people, then we will go raid C#. But I don't understand. It's not letting me raid the usual way. Like if I click raid channel, it doesn't let me choose somebody. Oh, here we go. Start raid. No, thank you guys for coming in for this stream. Thanks for like being here and supporting me during the day. I think, you know, we'll see if I do more of these. I'm not sure, but it was fun. It was fun hanging out, and I'll see you all Thursday for some coding. I'm probably gonna try to stream earlier than I usually do because what I'm nervous about is just not getting enough sleep for the half marathon. So I'm gonna make sure I get enough sleep. So we're gonna stream early on Thursdays. Yeah. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for the bits and for the follows and for chatting. Yeah. BP Degnant. Oh, see ya. Cheers. Goodbye, everybody. I appreciate you. Let's go see what C# has going on. All right. Goodbye. Bye. Bye.